Hey guys, as a result of all the fufulization going on this channel, I have a lot of, oh my god, I have a lot of questions from those videos, and the questions are becoming repetitive, so I decided to make one video answering all the questions. I hope I did not miss any, so that when somebody asks me again, instead of writing long comments as a reply, I will just send the person the link to this video to make my life easier, I beg. So I'll be reading the questions and I'll try to answer them as quickly as possible. Can I use semolina, wheat, oatmeal, plain flour to bind these vegetable fufu? Yes and no. If you're on a strict low carb diet like keto or on a diabetic diet, you want to use the low carb binders that I've been showing you, the Psyllium Husk and the Xanthan Gum. Because if you use the aforementioned flours, your keto diet will not work because they're high in carbs. All these flours are high in carbs, so you don't want to be eating them. But if you're like me, you just want to reduce the amount of starchy foods you eat here and there, fine, you can use these to bind your vegetable fufu meal. But if you're on a keto diet, no. The second one, what is the name of your blender and how much is it? This question usually comes from those in Nigeria. The name of my blender is Ufesa Deluxe BS 4798. That's the model number. And I bought it for 50 or 60 euros here in Spain. The brand, Ufesa brand, is a Spanish brand or a European brand. Yeah. So you most likely will not find our blender in Nigeria. But recently, this year, I bought a blender for my Nigerian kitchen and I reviewed that blender. I used it to blend different ingredients. It has a dry mill too for your Egusi and Ogbono and Co. So I'll put the link to that video here. Go check it out. It's a very detailed video, everything you need to know about that blender. I like that blender. It does well. It blends, I think it blends everything that my blender blends. Yeah, with a little bit of tweaking, but I talk all about that in that video. Go check it out. The binders you use for the different fufu, are they natural or are they chemicals? This is why, the reason why I stressed in all these videos, go and read up on these ingredients, because I know, yes, this is the first time I am introducing these two ingredients on my channel, and these ingredients are strange and they are new, yeah, to a lot of people. And unfortunately, most people would, what they don't know about, instead of going to Google to search it, they just tag it a poison. Yeah, some people even say that they're poisons. So first, I would not use a poison to cook. Yeah, because I eat these meals. I showed you guys where I was eating the carrot fufu. Didn't you see me? I eat all of them. So this is not the channel where I'll test something on my channel and tell you that it works, and then when I shut down my camera, I throw away the food. No, I eat them. I don't want to die yet, okay? So this is not a chemical, and this is not a poison. But as with everything, too much of everything is bad. If you abuse these ingredients, if you use too much of them, it may cause you flatulence or bloated stomach. I haven't felt that so far, because all the recipes that I show you here, I use at most 1 teaspoon per serving of the fufu meal. And even for me that eats 1 fufu meal per day, it's not too much, because the recommended serving for this is 2 teaspoons of, say, psyllium husk per day. That's the recommended serving, and yeah, I'm always within limit with that. Then when it comes to whether they're natural, yes, they're natural. Psyllium husk is 100% natural. Is the outer covering of the psyllium seed from the psyllium plant. It's just like beans. When you get beans and you remove the coat of the beans, that the coat is equivalent to this one. I'm not saying that it's equivalent as in the same, but I'm just trying to explain how the psyllium seed is. They use the coat and then ground it and use it to make this thickener. The Xanthan Gum is also made from natural ingredients. Two of the ingredients that are in Xanthan Gum, in addition to other ingredients, are soya and wheat. So these ingredients go through a controlled fermentation such that they can remove the starchy content while retaining the thickening properties of the ingredients. Then they dry them up and then grind them into powder. That's why they Xanthan Gum is powdered, and that's it. That's all I know. And you can go online and search, is Xanthan Gum safe? Is Psyllium husk safe to eat? Is it poison? Is it chemical? And you have millions of websites come up, and then you can go to them one by one and read about them. Okay, you will also find out if it's good for you, if you're allergic to it. So don't take my word for it. I know nada. Yeah. Can I use the carrot pulp from my juicer to make carrot fufu? Yes, you can. For me, the only thing I don't like it is that the carrot pulp from my juicer is really bad. Like, the only thing I want to do with it is chuck it in the bin. Parts of it look so dark because of oxidization. Some of it has long strands. It's really not good. I don't like it, and it's too soft. Like, what do I liken it to now? It's too soft, almost like akamo. Yeah, the ones that blend very well, almost like akamo. Then I have these long strands from the skin of the carrot. Yeah, so it's a mess. That's why I don't use mine. But if yours is neat and looks good, yeah, sure, you can use it. Number 5, are you sure all these vegetable fufu will not give somebody upset stomach? It depends on what kind of stomach you have. So far, I've not noticed anything in my stomach, any changes. No. You know yourself more than I do, so you should check yourself. Check these ingredients. For instance, spinach fufu for some people may cause them to stool more often, because that's a lot of vegetables going into your stomach. So you know yourself better than I do, so you should know. Can parchment paper be used in wrapping the fufu instead of plastic film? Yeah, we all know the cancer warnings about using plastic to wrap hot food. For me, I believe that the decision to use plastic film or not to use is a personal decision. I have decided that I am going to be stubborn and continue using some things because I cannot find a better alternative. Yes, I use parchment paper when wrapping spinach fufu. I'll put the link to the video here, and it was fine. But when I wanted to take a photo, I had to use plastic film to wrap it so that we can still see what is inside. So yeah, it works. Parchment paper works. Which of the vegetable fufu meals tastes best? I got a lot of questions about this taste. I don't taste fufu meals when I'm eating them because I swallow them. I only or mostly taste the soup that I'm eating with. But I must say that cabbage fufu tastes the worst. So make sure you throw away the water while making it. Even after throwing away the water, the smell and the taste still come through. So that's the only thing I can tell you. But for all the others, I cannot taste the fufu. I taste only the soup. It's not about taste, it's about malleability. Once you can mold it into balls. Yeah. Number 8. Xanthan Gum and Psyllium husk, which is a better binder? This is a very good question. It depends on what you are binding. For the more fibrous vegetables like carrots, or if you're binding tiger nut fufu, I would recommend Xanthan Gum, because Xanthan Gum is gives more sleep to these ingredients. So I recommend Xanthan Gum. But for the softer vegetables like eggplant fufu, especially eggplant fufu, you must use Psyllium husk for eggplant fufu, because Xanthan Gum made it more sleepy. I couldn't even mold it. I didn't like the way Xanthan Gum softened it even further, because eggplant itself is a very soft vegetable, so I didn't like that. So if you're on a low carb diet, but if you're not on a low carb diet, feel free to bind eggplant fufu with oat flour like I recommended in the video. Are there any nutrients left in these fufu meals at all? Since you throw away the water. Nutrient hunters, you know them. By their comments you shall know them. You know that these fufu meals that we are making, these vegetables normally cannot be molded, so we are hacking them. Trying to force them to mold. So it's either something's got to give, so you have to choose a struggle, or maybe you have a blender that can blend these things without adding water. Even at that, some of them contain lots of juice, lots of water, that if you decide to add all the water into the fufu, it will be too soft. It will be watery, even like Carrot contains lots of juice, and if you add all that into the fufu, unless you cook it until it dries it up, I don't know, it will be stressful. Yeah. And for some of them, like cabbage, you really want to throw away the water because the smell and the taste will put you off. Yeah. I didn't know that cabbage had that kind of horrible, in other meals I don't mind it, I like cabbage, but when you use it to make fufu, because of the blending, the smell and the taste of cabbage is emphasized, and it's quite strong and off-putting. I don't like it. Number 10, why did you not add salt to the fufu meals? I guess this type of question comes from non-Nigerians. In Nigeria, we eat fufu with very rich Nigerian soups for swallows. I'll put the link to those soups here so that you see how rich they are. When you're eating these fufu meals with those soups, it will be very tasty. They get their taste from there, and you don't chew them, so you don't need to taste them, really. It's not like mashed potatoes that you have to season very well. No. The next question, what do these fufu meals taste like? Do they taste nice? Again, it doesn't matter what a fufu meal tastes like, as long as it's not a horrible taste. Yeah, it should be bland because it gets its taste from the soup that you eat it with. What other binders can you use apart from Psyllium husk and Xanthan Gum? Yeah, I got this question a lot because Psyllium husk and Xanthan Gum, especially in Nigeria, these are not common, and when you see them, they're not cheap. So in the comments, a lot of people mentioned okra, Ogbono. Then you can use chia seeds, flaxseed, guar gum. Yeah, I'll put the names of these things on the screen so that you can check them out. Yeah, these are all low carb friendly binders that you can use. I've never used any other one. I've only used Psyllium husk and Xanthan Gum. All these other ones I've mentioned, I've never used them. So for instance, when I hear about okra, I keep wondering how it will, how the fufu meal will be like, if it will be too slimy. Yeah, but yeah, I remember I saw a comment, someone say that it's nice, it's like pounded yam or something like that. I'll put that comment on the screen if I find it. All these fufu take a lot of work, blending, sieving, and making them. Do I have to do this every single time I want to eat these fufu meals? Yes, it's a lot of work, I beg. I tell you, it's a lot of work. So I really feel for those who do not have any option than to eat only these vegetable fufu meals. I found that these vegetable fufu meals store well in the fridge for up to 48 hours. Yeah, so you can make 3 servings worth of the fufu meal, wrap them up per serving, and put in your fridge. So let's say today, for instance, this will work for someone who eats a fufu meal every single day. So for someone like me, I'll make 3 days worth of, say, eggplant fufu, and then I eat the one for today, and then eat the next one after 24 hours, which is tomorrow, and eat the next one after 48 hours, which is the day after tomorrow. So this will reduce the amount of work, in blending and sieving and all that. Another thing you can do is to blend a large quantity, sieve, and then divide it into portions while it's still raw, and put in your freezer. And then let's say I want to eat a fufu meal for lunch tomorrow. In the morning, I'll bring it out from the freezer and keep it on my kitchen counter. By lunchtime, it should have defrosted naturally without the need for a microwave oven. And then you prepare it as normal. Another thing you can do, which I have not tried, so I'm not sure if it will work, is you can prepare them in large quantities, wrap them up and put in your freezer. But because they're vegetables, I wonder what the texture will be like when it comes out from the freezer and defrosts. Yeah, I'm skeptic about putting it in the freezer, but you can try and see if you like the texture. If yes, then you can start doing that, prepare in large quantities and store in the freezer in portions. This is for a working fridge and freezer, not a fridge freezer that is suffering from NEPA ailment. Number 14, can I boil the ingredients before blending them? Yes, you can boil the ingredients before blending them. The only reason I don't do that is that is more stressful for me. Boil in a pot, take it to the blender and blend, bring it back to the pot to make, no. Number 15, where can I buy Psyllium husk and Xanthan Gum? It depends on where you live. If you live outside Nigeria, it's available. Both of them are available on Amazon. I'll put the links to where you can buy them in the description box below this video on YouTube. Okay, I bought this Xanthan Gum from Amazon UK. I live in Spain. And the Psyllium husk I bought from dietitian shops. In Spain, we have dietitian shops on the streets as corner shops where they sell vitamins, probiotics and all that. So you can buy it from there as well. So you can show them this video. You can show them this thing when you go, because some of them will be trying to pronounce the psyllium with a P. They will expect you to pronounce it with a P. Psyllium. They may have what you're talking about, but they may not know that it is what you're talking about. So you can show them an image of what you need. And in Nigeria, it's available. Both of them are available on Konga. I'll also put the link to where you can buy them. Make sure you buy the one that is in a sealed original packet. I say this because some people open the packets and repacket them into small affordable packets. Unless it's somebody you trust very well, I wouldn't buy that, because you want to be sure of what you're buying, man. Number 16, is oatmeal fufu low carb? No, not at all. Oatmeal is high in carbs. So if you're on a keto diet, stay away from oatmeal. 17, can pregnant women or nursing mothers eat these vegetable fufu meals? Yes, you can eat just like any other person that is trying to cut carbs here and there. You can eat them. What you cannot do as a pregnant woman is go on a full-on keto diet. No, don't stay away from keto diet if you're pregnant. They say that there's a special keto light or light keto diet for nursing mothers, but if I'm a nursing mother, I wouldn't go near keto diet either. Yeah, pick one struggle at a time. Taking care of a baby is already stressful, not to be calculating carbs up and down. I beg. Can I blend the ingredients, dry and preserve them like dry flour, then make them like semolina whenever I want? Sure. If you can get something like, say, cabbage or eggplant to be bone dry, why not? The problem with these kinds of vegetables is that it's very hard to dry them. By the time they are dry, they are moldy and all that, or dark in color. So if you can dry them without problems, why not? But I just feel that it will be very difficult unless you live in northern Nigeria or in Dubai, where the sun is here. Then yeah, sure, you can. What do you do with the liquids you sieve out? Are we not eating chaff? Another this is from another nutrient hunter. By their questions you shall know them. As always, something's got to give. Something's got to give. Yeah. If you can keep the nutrients intact by not throwing away the water while making the fufu and getting them moldable and form a dough, go ahead. But for me, the stress of calculating all those things, it's easier to throw away the water, throw away all that nutrients, because the soup that you're going to eat these fufu meals with is jam-packed with nutrients. Okay, I hope it's jam-packed with nutrients. That's it. I hope I've answered every question. If I didn't answer yours, Please let me know in the comments and I will try to answer. But please, please, please make sure you have watched the whole video. You didn't skip the video. Because if you ask me any question that I've answered here, I'm not gonna answer again. I'm not gonna answer. I've answered and answered and answered. I beg. Have mercy on your sister. Bye bye. See you soon.